This is CBS LA Mornings.
Good morning. Today is Thursday, November 6th. I'm Christine Lazar.
And I'm Rachel Kim. Chris Holmstrom is off and Kalina Strinos is out on a special assignment this morning. We'll check in with her a little later. But first, here are the stories we're tracking as you're heading out the door. A deadly and fiery crash shutting down lanes on the 10 freeway. We're live in Jefferson Park to help you navigate the traffic mess ahead of your morning commute.
Plus, more travel chaos, this time in the air. More flights at LAX and in other major airports could be grounded starting tomorrow. The new order that could put a damper on your holiday plans.
And two LAPD vehicles crash into one another during a police pursuit. Our Mark Liu has details straight from the desk.
But first, it was a cool morning. Rachel and I both immediately turning the heaters on underneath our desk. We want to take a look at your next weather with Amber Lee. Good morning, Amber.
Good morning. We are still looking at this issue in Jefferson Park. It's a sick alert here for a deadly crash. Tina Patel will have more information on exactly what happened here. But as far as traffic is concerned, 3 right lanes still blocked eastbound 10 at Arlington Avenue. And Kcal over the scene here showing you the activity and all that's going on to try to get this cleaned up. And you have an investigation. Cars squeezing by in those 2 left lanes. It's a 14-minute delay right now and building. Eastbound 10 from La Brea to Arlington Avenue. Westbound side coming off the East LA interchange is 28 minutes. And starting to see delays building in a few other spots. But some improvement here on the Cerrito Stall Big Rig eastbound 91 to the southbound 605. The transition still blocked off, but the travel time much better than earlier, just 7 minutes from Paramount Boulevard. And we'll leave you now with a look at the Inland Empire. Delays still on the 15 Cajon Pass and the 91 in Corona. For now, we'll send it back to you.
Robert, thank you. Some breaking news this morning. Lanes are still shut down on the 10 freeway after a deadly crash between a food truck and another car.
Yeah, the truck burst into flames and crews are still working at the scene. CBS LA reporter Tina Patel live in Jefferson Park with the latest on the investigation and all the work to clear the freeway. Good morning, Tina.
Yeah, good morning. I was just talking to CHP. They say the coroner is here. They're working to remove the body of the driver that died here. And once that happens, they're hoping they'll be able to clear all the debris and get the freeway back open. I want to show you video because this crash happened just after 2 a.m. It's on the eastbound lanes of the 10 freeway right near the Arlington exit. A car collided into the back of a food truck that was having some mechanical problems and then, as you said, caught on fire. Emergency crews immediately responded. They got the fire out. Unfortunately, the driver of the Kia sedan died in the crash. He was approximately 40 years old. Another 32-year-old man had minor injuries and was taken to the hospital. We're told he was in the back seat of the car, so investigators are looking into the possibility that this might have been an Uber. The driver of the food truck only suffered minor injuries. Now, it's still not clear what the issues with that truck was, if the driver was trying to get off the freeway or if it was obvious to other drivers that something was wrong. Here's what investigators told us.
It probably to the effect to where that truck was stopped or maybe at a slow speed. And, you know, again, that's the reason why we also mentioned that at these hours, nobody respects that speed law. A lot of people tend to go faster because there's less vehicles. So for that reason, always pay attention to what's ahead, slow down, and of course, stay away from the distractions.
And we're taking another look at the view of this crash from Kcal. Right now, there are 2 lanes on the eastbound side that are open. Again, the CHP is hoping that they'll be able to clear the debris maybe in the next half hour or hour and then get more lanes open. But right now, there is starting to be a little bit of a backup. So if you don't need to come this way on your morning commute, it might be better to find a different way to get to work. We'll send it back to you.
Tina, thank you. And some developing news this morning. LAPD officers involved in a crash with each other. Our assignment manager, Mark Liu, is at the desk to explain what happened. Mark?
Yeah, Christine, this does not happen very often. 2 LAPD units crash into each other as they were responding to a pursuit, and all 4 officers inside were injured. This is video that our breaking news crew shot. What you're looking at here is Maple and Olympic Boulevard in downtown. You can see the damage front end of one LAPD officer and the back end of another. LAPD headquarters says that both of these officers were responding lights and sirens to the report of a pursuit of a black Honda just after 2 this morning. Described as a stolen vehicle. Well, something happened right here in this intersection where one officer went right into the back of another. There were 2 LAPD officers in both of these cars total, so that's 4 officers. 2 of them went to the hospital to be checked out. They're going to be okay. The other 2 complained of head and neck pain, but they didn't get taken to the hospital either, so this intersection was closed. There is going to be something called usually a Leary incident here. That's a law enforcement related injury. That investigation. And as for that black Honda that they were chasing, well, LAPD headquarters says very likely that driver got away. So they're going to be looking for that car as well. That's it here from the desk. I'll send it back to you.
Well, still no deal on a spending bill to reopen the government. The shutdown isn't just the longest in U.S. history. It's likely the most damaging, too, with people losing out on paychecks and food benefits.
And as the shutdown drags on, the demand for food rises. This was the line outside a food giveaway in the City of Industry. The line stretched for blocks, as you can see. It's been 5 days since CalFresh benefits were cut off because of the shutdown, and many government workers have gone weeks without pay. So today, CBS LA will be collecting food donations at 3 separate locations. Our Kcal Dt will be at the LA Regional Food Bank warehouse in the City of Industry this morning, and we will check in with her a little later in the hour. Our team will also take donations at the 41st Street Food Bank near South LA and Food Share Ventura County in Oxnard. You can drop off canned goods and non-perishable food. You can also scan the QR code right there on your screen to make a donation or to find a food bank handing out food.
You're looking now live at LAX, where some more flights could be canceled as soon as tomorrow. It's just one of about 40 airports expected to see flight reductions because of the federal government shutdown.
CBS LA's Rick Montanez is live at the airport to explain what this all means. And Rick, there's concern that this could extend long enough to snarl people's holiday travel plans.
Rachel, Christine, yes, that's exactly what passengers told me on day 1 of the government shutdown. That's what they were concerned about. And this morning, we've also learned from Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy that today marks the 2nd day that these air traffic controllers and TSA workers are without a paycheck. So passengers this morning now understandably concerned for what this means next, especially as we get closer to the holiday season. But we also know that LAX is included in the proposed list of airports to see the reduction. That list obtained by CBS News. This extended government shutdown rolls on, and starting tomorrow, passengers may start seeing changes to flight availability. As I mentioned, LAX is listed as one of 40 high-traffic airports proposed for the 10% air traffic reduction. Secretary Duffy says this move is to create safer air travel for everyone involved. The 36-day now government shutdown has left 13,000 air traffic controllers and 50,000 TSA officers unpaid, which has led to staffing shortages, especially among air traffic controllers who are calling out sick, many of them. Passengers are expressing their understanding, but also frustration.
Feel bad for people not getting paid. Nobody wants to work for free, but essential jobs are essential. We have to have them, and I wish they would hurry up and fix this.
I mean, I know it's unfortunate that workers aren't getting paid, but to reduce the flights, like people fly for business, like they have to come to a solution. This is not good.
And according to our team at CBS News, this move has actually caught some airlines off guard, so they are now scrambling to make adjustments as they come. This morning, we're also learning that this could extend into the holiday travel because once air traffic is reduced again starting tomorrow, it will take some time for air traffic to be increased again. Secretary Duffy says it will not happen overnight, so when there is a deal reached to reopen the government and refund everything, it will still take some time. It will be incremental increases to bring air traffic back, so that could take some time. Live at LAX, Rick Montanez, CBS LA.
Yeah, sounds like a travel nightmare. Thanks, Rick. Some are raising concerns to what they're calling a health crisis. Nearly 2 million Californians are worried about whether they can afford health insurance. If tax credits are not extended by Congress, monthly premiums through Covered California could nearly double, leaving some to wonder if they should just skip being insured. Well, experts say that could cause a domino effect if people miss school or work because they are sick, let alone those needing life-saving care.
I fear we're headed in a direction where people will not be able to get their diabetes medications, their blood pressure medications, other life-saving essential medications that are covered by their insurance. Imagine people that are being seen regularly for cancer or other chronic conditions. That just stops without health insurance. And it's impossible to pay for these things out of pocket.
Covered California's executive director is saying, let us try to help you find an affordable plan, and please stay covered.
Ballots are still being counted in the Prop 50 special election, but as you can see here, voters in California have approved the measure by a wide margin, and that means congressional maps will be changing in a big way, likely to favor Democrats in the House. But California's Republican Party says not so fast. Less than 24 hours after Prop 50 was projected to win, the GOP says it is filing a lawsuit to block it. The suit claims the new map illegally uses race as a factor for the new congressional districts, trying to strengthen the voting power of Latino voters. The California GOP argues that would violate constitutional protections for equal protections and voting rights